All right, the question that is being asked among everybody right now is what is next for Bitcoin? Is Bitcoin going to receive a major correction in the relative short term? These questions are going to be answered. We're going to be breaking down the Bitcoin price with Bitcoin price predictions coupled with fundamental analysis and technical analysis, and we are going to accurately depict what is next for Bitcoin. So if you are interested in to find out what is going to be next for Bitcoin, whether it's going to go up or down, you need to stay until the end of the video. All right, guys, before we get started in the video, I really need to know, what is your price prediction for Bitcoin within the next 48 hours or so, the next 24 to 48 hours? Do you think Bitcoin is going to break down to the downside, or do you think Bitcoin is going to continue to break $60,000? Let us know in the comments below. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell because you do not want to miss a single video that I put out. I cover stocks and cryptocurrencies, but my videos are time critical and they're time sensitive, and I call out major plays before they happen. And also check out the free Discord where you can chat with me and over 300 members, where we can talk about stocks and cryptos, and within it you can also sign up for the Patreon. It's only $5. It helps us support this channel, and within it I give you access to my private trade alerts, my portfolios over my $75,000 investment, where you can see what I'm doing, and I give out these trade alerts each and every day on a trading day. Okay guys, Bitcoin has hit nearly $60,000. We were at 50,000, 55,000. We hit nearly $60,000. To be specific, we hit $58,000. We saw Ethereum pumping. We saw Ethereum breaking out. We saw Cardano breaking out. We saw Ravencoin breaking out. We saw all of your favorite altcoins breaking out and going to the moon. They are mooning. This is altcoin season. This is Bitcoin season, and we are going to the moon, 100% sure. However, on the way to the moon, are we going to take a pit stop? Are we going to be consolidating? Are we going to be holding back? Are we going to be retracing? Are we going to receive a correction? All of that is going to be depicted in this video. We are going to break it down. All right, guys. So what we are seeing on the 4-hour chart, ever since we broke out of the $30,000 level, we have continued strongly in an upwards momentum. We are in 100% sure in a bull rally. We are 100% sure going to the upside. We are in an upwards channel, and this is not changing. No, until we break out to massive levels, $45,000, until we hit these levels of support and break them, 51,000, 47,000, 45,000. Until we break out of those levels, we are going to be continuing in an uptrend, even if we retrace to 53,000 like we just did. Even if we retrace to 51,000, we are still in an uptrend, because as long as we continue to hold this line and don't break out, as long as we don't break out of this level over here, we are going to be continuing in an uptrend. But if we do break out further, it does not also signal for us a reversal to the downside. It just means that we are going to be changing our trajectory, and that basically the angle of which we are traveling, the trajectory of which we are traveling, is going to be altered. But a correction, if we do receive one, a consolidation, if we do receive one, provides for us investors a buying opportunity to buy Bitcoin at a cheaper price. So what we need to do here is that we have a rising triangle, we have an ascending triangle, we have an upwards channel. We are going up 100% sure. But what is going to be very important, what is very critical for the Bitcoin price, is if we continue to break out. If we can continue to break out of this. We have not yet broken out, but we are continuing. We are moving up. But what is next? So what we can figure out is that when the next 24 hours or so, we are going to have some indications of whether we are going to be breaking out to $60,000, which we are just a couple of $1,000s. Look at this little movement. That's $60,000. That's a barely any movement, especially with all of this volume coming in, with all of these retail investors, all of this FOMO, all of these institutions even buying at these levels. What does that tell you? There's big institutions buying Bitcoin right now, billions of dollars. Bitcoin has certainly broken the $1 trillion market cap, which is huge. It has taken companies like Microsoft, like Apple, to break $1 trillion in many, many, many years, but Bitcoin did it in just a few years. In just a few years, Bitcoin broke the $1 trillion market cap. And that is huge for retail investors. That is huge specifically for institutions, for banks, and for financial institutions in the world who wish to invest and to hold Bitcoin, because that shows that there is going to be more trust. And I certainly hope and believe that we will not go beyond, that we will not reverse under a $1 trillion market cap, and that we will continue to sustain that market cap and grow. I personally believe, along with many investors, along with many analysts around the world, that Bitcoin is going to see at least $300,000 this year. I will conservatively say, and basically put my life on the line and say that Bitcoin will certainly hit 200K USD this year. However, I am not a financial advisor, so don't sue me. This is all for entertainment purposes. However, with technical analysis, we can truly understand and predict basically Bitcoin and what's going to be happening. So we are just opening another 4-hourly candle. It is a green candle, and this is going to be good. We saw a little bit of selling, a little bit of correction, but I believe that we possibly tonight, but I believe that when the relative short term, just possibly a few hours, we could see $60,000. This is certainly a great possibility. However, it is not guaranteed. We could come down, and if we sell off a little bit, if we retrace and break out of here, I would certainly open up a short position, because we are going to be headed for a small correction, which we could certainly see the next level of support, which should be $48,000. This is our next level of support. And after that, we would see $43,000. And then after that, if we break that, we would see around $37,000. These are the key levels of support that we need to pay attention to. But I believe, especially if you can make a chart on your own, you create a 4-hour chart, and if we can break out of this triangle right here, I would open up a long position on Bitcoin. Only if with confirmation, not just a candle, not just a wick breaking out. That does not signal for us a breakout to the upside. That does not mean we're going to hit 60,000, but we could see in one candle $60,000. But what is very crucial is that within the next few hours, if we break out of here and confirm with another 4-hour candle, or at least a 2-hour candle, I would open up a long position here. I would make an entry here, and then our target would be, let's go ahead and create the breakout. Our target would be 65.9, about $66,000. I believe if we can break out of here, our target would be $66,000, and that is where I would want to be taking my profits if I have a long position, or if I'm trading it for the short term. That is what I would personally be doing. But it is critical, it is time sensitive of what happens to the Bitcoin price within the next few hours, whether we break out to the upside or whether we break out to the downside, what positions, if I'm trading this thing, what I would do. However, I personally believe, with experience, from failures, from successes, that we are going to be continuing based on my knowledge of Bitcoin, based on my love of Bitcoin, based on everything Bitcoin, that we are going to continue from this moment on to break high levels. And I'm going to be adding more and more and more in each and every dip if I can. And I would love to see a correction. I honestly would, because that would provide for me an amazing buying opportunity. But I personally believe that we are going to continue to bounce off of this line here, this level of support that we've created through our previous levels of support and resistance, that we are headed to the moon. I think by next Friday, we could see $65,000 if we continue on this upwards train to the moon. If we continue on this rocket ship, and we are seeing Ethereum, we are seeing Ravencoin, we are seeing all these altcoins breaking out, and they are mooning as well. So this is an incredible investment opportunity with Bitcoin, with Ethereum, with altcoins. And I personally believe that Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are outperforming all stocks for the most part consistently. We have stocks that go up 200 or 300%, but they cannot be very consistent like Bitcoin is going to be. Bitcoin is going to be the new gold standard. Bitcoin is digital gold. That is the way to truly view Bitcoin, and it is something that I love. So let me know in the comments below, What do you guys think is next for Bitcoin? What do you think is going to be happening within the next 24 to 48 hours for Bitcoin? Are we going to break out to the upside, or are we going to break out to the downside? Let us know. And if you guys like today's video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you're interested in this type of content. If you got something out of this, make sure to hit that like button and check out the Patreon if you want to support the channel. I put out my private trade alerts with stocks and cryptocurrencies. We do some options in there, and just in the free Discord, we have over 300 members where we talk about stocks and cryptocurrencies. It's an awesome community that is growing quickly, so make sure you guys get your spot, and I will see you guys